On Father's Day, Major League Baseball supports the Home Run Challenge and prostate cancer awareness. We hope you're enjoying your Father's Day wherever you may be. It is a beautiful day for baseball in the Bay Area. Rubber game of the series between the Angels and the Oakland Athletics this afternoon. We welcome you inside the Coliseum and back to Angels baseball on Fox Sports West. He's Mark Gubiza. I'm Victor Rojas. And while the Angels did lose the game yesterday overall, Gubi, they've played pretty good baseball against the Oakland A's this year.
Yeah, Victor, when you think about it, they've played 9 games already, and what they've done is worthy of a Carl's Cam replay, especially on the offensive side. They've scored a little over 6 runs per game, 6.2 to be exact. 6-3 mark against Oakland this season. They've hit the long ball, they've manufactured some runs, and they've played some outstanding defense against Oakland. They even pitched well against them. Marty Maldonado, what a perfect throw there. That's, again, it's going back to the defense. That's what basically separates the Oakland A's and the Angels, is the ability to be able to make those plays defensively and to be able to hit the long ball. That's why you see 6 wins in 9 games against Oakland this season. And you got to try to continue that this afternoon, especially against a pitcher that will give up the long ball in Megden, try to drive the ball in this warm afternoon and see if the baseball will go out for the Angels again today.
Well, unfortunately for the Angels, they were on their way to a victory, their second consecutive against the Oakland A's, but the bullpen happened yesterday afternoon.
You know, Victor, that's really been an issue when you think about 14 blown saves so far this season in 31 opportunities. The thing really for me, it's really come down to walks per 9 innings. That's the reason why they've put themselves in that situation. The stuff is there for each and every one of the relievers, but falling behind in the count, some walks and some base hits that put them in situations where they haven't been able to convert those saves. If they do so, get back to where they were last season, all of a sudden you're going to see a jump in as far as the wins on this ball club. The talent is there. You have to go out there and challenge in the strike zone.
You mentioned Daniel Megden going for Oakland. Andrew Heaney looking to bounce back after a tough start. The last time out he's on the mound for the Angels. Just about ready for baseball. Sit back, relax. Lineups and first pitch on this Father's Day coming up next. 2019 Jeep Cherokee. Embrace every new opportunity with a redesigned exterior and 31 Highway MPG. Test drive one today. By Mercury Insurance, we're on a mission to save you money. Log on to mercuryinsurance.com to get a fast free quote and see how much you can save. And by your SoCal Mazda dealers. We're wrapping up this three-game set here at the Coliseum this afternoon on a sunny afternoon on this Father's Day. Hope you're enjoying it. And see if the Angels can pick up the victory before returning home to a six-game homestand. 2 against the Arizona Diamondbacks beginning tomorrow night, and then 4 against the Toronto Blue Jays. Let's take a look at Mike Scioscia's lineup for the Angels. They come into play today at 38-33, 8.5 back from the West. Kinsler will lead things off at second base. Trout is in center, Upton's in left, Pujols at DH, Jose Miguel Fernandez at first, and Simmons is short. Luis Valbuena gets a start at third base. Martin Maldonado behind the plate, and Chris Young is out in right field as they take on the 25-year-old Houston, Texas native by the name of Daniel Migden.
Migden's fastball, pretty good fastball, 90-94. He'll throw a slider, occasional cutter, curveball, and changeup, my go-tos. To be successful against Migden is going to be don't miss a fastball mistake. And early count mentality. Make sure you think in terms of jumping on that fastball early on. His secondary pitches are pretty solid this season.
Check out the defense for the Oakland A's today, because everyone's wearing the powder blue Father's Day caps. A's look like this on the defensive side of things. Pinder left, Cannas in center, Piscotty at right. The infield with Lowry, Simeon, Barreto, and Olsen from third to first. Lucroy behind the dish.
And defensively, Jed Lowry over at third base, making his second start of the season there at third base. And if you look at it in his career, 99 starts at third base, 325 at second, and 480 at shortstop position. So playing some third base with Chapman being out for at least 10 days.
Chapman placed on the DL prior to yesterday's game, dealing with that sore wrist. Kinsler ready to step in. Batting .217. The first one this afternoon is down and in for ball one. Mark Carlson calling the balls and strikes. Brian Knight at first. Pat Hoberg at second. Nick Lentz at third base. Ian yesterday went hitless, going 0 for 4. Halos a total of 6 hits in the 6-4 loss. This was line to right center field, a base hit.
Well, it's good to see Kinsler going the other way against Migden. In my Hyundai key for today for the Angels to be successful against Oakland, they've been successful of late, going a little rage against the machine. Know your enemy. These two teams have battled it out for a lot of years, even going back to 2002 when the Angels won the World Series and Oakland had that magical run themselves. So far this season, though, the Angels 6-3, averaging 6.2 runs per game.
Trout hitting .323, 23 home runs, 46 runs batted in. He takes a strike.
Looked like Kinsler was trying to get a walking lead and go. He's got 7 stolen basemen, caught twice. So far this season, Lucroy has thrown out 25% of base stealers.
Trout yesterday 1 for 3, a single little walk, also scored a run.
One thing we can see from this angle right here for Migden, when he gets into the stretch position, he's got more of a closed stance. So it's a little bit longer throw to first base. So it gives you a better chance to get a little bit bigger lead. He's allowed 2 stolen bases in 3 attempts so far this year.
That's a balk. That's got to be a balk. They didn't call it, though. Kinsler to pick off here.
Trying to make contact also. Now, if he doesn't step off, that's a balk.
Mike Scioscia's
looking down.
He's talking to Brian Knight. Now looking at Mark Carlson. That's an absolute balk. He buckled before stepping off. See that right leg or left leg, I should say.
Definitely a balk. Again, there's nothing you could do. You can't argue a balk or lack of a balk call, but that was definitely one.
Oh, 1 count on Trout with 1 out. Now
Wow,
Trout gets drilled.
That got firm.
still, how do you not see that bar?
I don't. All four umpires easily have a great view of it. First base, third base, behind the plate, and certainly at second base there.
In the third position, left fielder, number 8.
Fortunate enough, it gets that padding on the tricep area because that was loud.
Kind of curious with Trout getting hit. The A's got hit 3 times yesterday. Pinder, Olsen by Noe Ramirez, and then Piscotty, the 8th inning last night, or yesterday afternoon, I should say. Trout over at first base.
By the way, that was the first batter that Mignon has hit all year, so that should tell you something potentially.
Ground ball towards short. Simeon for 1. Relay not in time. So Upton reaches on the fielder's choice. 2 outs now.
A little force out at second. That hard slide in for Trout, trying to prevent a double play from being turned. Barreto was able to get rid of the baseball quickly, unable to get, though, Upton at first. A lot of times after getting hit with a pitch is a base runner. That's your chance to let your opponent know that he wasn't real happy about getting hit with a pitch like that.
Albert hitting .247, 10 doubles, 10 home runs, 37 runs batted in. Pujols 1 for 3 yesterday with a single and a walk. Shift on with Albert at the plate. Big hole on the right side of the infield. Ground ball right into the shift. That's Barreto, the second baseman. Low throw dug out by Olsen. That'll do it for the Angels. We'll head to the bottom of the first with no score. Lineup for the Oakland A's at 35 and 36. Simeon at short, Pinder's in left, Lowry is third. Davis at DH, Olsen at first base, Canada's in center, Lucroy behind the plate, Piscotty at right, and Barreto at second base. Very similar lineup to that of yesterday, as Andrew Heaney is on the mound. Gooby making his 12th start of the season, 3-5 with a 3.68 ERA.
Yeah, look at the bounce back from that tough outing last time out. Last time he did that, he went out through a perfect game, really threw the ball so well. 9 innings. 1 hit. My go-tos for Andrew to be successful today. is really better strike zone command. He threw a lot of strikes, but didn't locate those pitches east to west with his slider. That means backdoor to slider and then down and in against right-handed batters.
First pitch misses in on Marcus Semien. George South hitting .256, 6 home runs, 27 runs batted in.
That's 2 pitches that are catching the inside part of the plate. It's crossing the front of the plate.
Reno.
And thinking fastball in that part of the plate if you're Andrew Heaney, see if he gets him to hit the ball on the ground. He's very quick on high pitches, so be careful of the high fastball.
Popped up. Simmons drifting out into shallow left. One down. Check out the Angels on the defensive side of things. You've got Upton in left, Trout in center, Young in right, Valbuena, Simmons on the left side, Kinsler Fernandez on the right, Maldonado behind the plate.
And Justin Upton back out in left field after missing that start yesterday with the back stiffness, making his 65th start in left field. 3 assists, 1 error so far for Jay Up out in left field.
Pinder with a big game yesterday for Oakland. Double shy of the cycle. Home run he hit, his 6th of the year, 14th RBI, and also scored 3 times. Late on that fastball, 0-2. Down goes Pinder, two outs.
Boy, I love that mentality for Andrew Heaney when he gets ahead, his finish off. We talked about that east to west with his slider going down and in with a tough slider. See a location set by Maldonado and he hits it. Even if you make contact, Pinder does, that's going to be pulled foul. Great pitch.
Jed Lowry moving over to third base with Chapman on the DL. First one in off the plate. 282, 9 home runs, 43 RBIs. 1 for 4 game yesterday with an RBI. Two balls, no strikes. Off the end of the bat, foul. Took a little bit off of it. And that 1-hit shutout that he pitched a couple of starts ago, that's something that was a key for him in getting those soft outs off the end of the bat, especially against right-handed batters.
His changeup. He throws about 20% of his pitches are changeup. That's a very good one.
Scott on the right side. Hernandez into foul territory. Haney with a 1-2-3, bottom of the first. 1 in the second with no score. new roads. Top of the second here at Oakland. No score. 68 degrees at first pitch. Jose Miguel Fernandez lead things off. We'll look at a strike. Hernandez, Simmons, and Valbuena for the Angels here in the second inning. Jose picked up a base hit. He's a pinch hitter yesterday. 7 for 22 in the big leagues. He'll flip this one out to shallow left field. Pinder coming on. Will make the running catch for out number 1.
Now let's take a look at our tools of the trade, brought to you by Ram Trucks. This is where we talked about the balk by Migden. You see that front leg bends forward, and even the back foot not disengaged with the pitching rubber before stepping off. That is a balk all the way around, and Oakland got away with that. Migden did also. But again, when you bend that front leg and then not completely step off with the back foot, totally a balk on that one, but he got away with it.
Hamilton Simmons off the DL yesterday. He's batting in the number 2 spot with Upton out of the lineup. Ended up going 0 for 4 in his return. Averaging .324. 18 extra base hits, 34 runs batted in. This one towards second. Barreto, the second baseman, has it. 2 down.
Still just trying to get that timing together for Hamilton Simmons. Talking to him in the pregame show today, saying it's not quite 100%, but getting close. But he just wanted to be here and help his team win some ball games. Back quicker than most people anticipated from that ankle sprain.
Halos dropped a game in the standings. Lost yesterday, so 8.5 back in the West. Now Buena looks at a strike. Back in the starting lineup over at third base today. .222 batting average. 1 for 4 yesterday. Beat the shift with a base hit. Oh, 2 count.
Depending on the count, that's when they move Simeon back from he's playing on the second base side of the bag. Put him back in the shortstop position. Jed Lowry moves from his third base spot with the shift on over back to second base. And the reason why you do that is a shortstop, Simeon more coverage on that side of the infield as compared to Jed Lowry later on the count. Anticipating being late on a pitch and hitting the ball to the left side of the infield for Valbuena. Better chance with your athletic shortstop than you would be your third baseman.
Val back. To your point, wouldn't you just be better off leaving the most athletic guy at the shortstop position?
Especially when you think about this
Lowry
group,
doesn't
he
move well.
plays second base anyhow.
Right. He's not a guy that's got movement laterally. Even when he was a shortstop when he first came up. 0-2 pitch. Buena off the end of the bat, pops it up. Barreto, the second baseman, calling for it. Halos down quietly here in the second. No scores ahead of the bottom of the inning. Receive a Trout shirt courtesy of SoCal Honda dealers while supplies last. For more information, go to angels.com. Davis, Olsen, and Cannon for Oakland here in the bottom of the second with no score. Chris Davis, 241 average, 20 home runs, 49 runs batted in. Kept him in check so far. 3 yesterday with a couple of strikeouts. No balls, 2 strikes.
Home run leaders this season in Major League Baseball. Trout at the top. Chris Davis, 4th with 20. Pretty good opposite field power too. 5 of those 20 have gone the other way.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Hard breaking ball down and in.
One of those good spots with that. When you look at the pitches and what hitters have been successful against Andrew Heaney this season, he's had a good job, done a real good job, especially with that slider going down in his changeup. Try to get him to chase over top of that one.
Full count, going ahead 0-2.
See those fastball numbers. 268 is compared to 195 versus slider and changeup.
And he walks him. First base run of the game for Oakland. It'll bring up Olsen. First baseman hitting 235.
First baseman, 28. Matt Olsen.
First pitch in for a strike. Olsen yesterday 0 for 3, hit by a pitch, scored a run. He's coming from behind to pick up the victory. 0-2 now. For Oakland, their 11th win within the division. They're 11-25 against the West. And those 16-11 coming into play today. 1-2.
Nice job by John Lamb yesterday in that start. Into the 6th inning, gave up that home run to Simeon, but very solid 5+ innings.
I guess if you wanted to nitpick and say clean something up, perhaps the deep counts early on cost him as far as the pitch count, because you knew it was going to be 85-90. Down goes Olsen, waving at the breaking ball. Second strikeout for Heaney.
He really pitched Olsen very well this season. Coming in the game, 161. Take a look at our Kia drive to success. Speaking of the starting pitching, best in baseball since May 1st, 2.90 ERA by the starters. The Nationals 2.92, followed by Seattle, Atlanta Braves, who've thrown the ball very well, those youngsters, and the St. Louis Cardinals. But the Angels at the top as far as ERA amongst the starting pitching staff since May 1st.
Changeup misses up and away. Not happy with it. Snapping at the baseball as he caught it. Cannon back out in center field. 0 for 2 yesterday before he was lifted for a pinch hit in the 6th inning. 238 on the season, 7 home runs and 21 runs batted in. It's all over the strike zone again, not called. 2-0.
And this is where it's crossing the front of the plate, and that's clearly in the strike zone. There's been about 3 of those pitches so far that have not been called strikes by Mark Carlson.
Off speed out to deep left field. Upton racing back. He'll pull up. This one is a home run. Over the out-of-town scoreboard on a 2-0 off-speed pitch, and the A's have a 2-0 lead.
This changeup stayed up middle of the plate. Canada did not miss that one. His 8th home run, 23rd RBI now of the season. Remember last game out for Andrew Heaney, he allowed 3 home runs. He had only allowed prior to that last game just 4 the entire season.
Lucroy head of the count at 1-0. A's catcher hitting .254. 1-1. For Oakland, it's their 90th home run of the season. Halos have hit 96. Two balls and 1 strike. You started off this inning getting ahead of Chris Davis 0-2 and then walking him. He's fallen behind the last 2 hitters.
Something you can't do against Oakland. When they're able to sit and look fastball, we've seen that over the years. They've been very good as far as driving those mistakes. But when you're ahead of the count, they will chase.
Count remains even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. And with Canna batting at .238, he's a guy that probably feasts more now on off-speed stuff than the fastball. You could beat him with the fastball.
And there was a pitch in that sequence that changed the entire at bat, where you throw a strike in the middle of the plate, not called, and all of a sudden you try to throw a changeup. You have to throw for a strike. If you're even up in the count, it's a different scenario.
Lucroy went around. 2 outs.
Batting in the 8th position, right fielder.
See if you went after this pitch. Especially when you leave your hands out that far out in front of the plate, they're going to call that every single time. A clear view for a first base umpire.
Piscotty, the right fielder, hitting .245, takes low. 2-0 Oakland on the Canna home run.
Good luck to that fastball there at 92. Fastball away, fastball in.
Scotty chases the slider. 3 strikeouts in the inning, but also a mistake. Canna gives the A's a 2-0 lead. We head to the 3rd. And the third. 8, 9, and 1 coming up for the Angels against Daniel Megden, Maldonado, Young, and Kinsler. One hit for the Angels. That was Kinsler, a base hit, then was picked off, allegedly. Pretty good balk. Maldonado hammers one down the left field line, just out in front of it, pulls it foul. 4-1.
That went a long way, almost made to the second deck down. Just foul, though, by Maldonado.
Martin hitting .247 on the year.
Ball was hit a long way. Oh, counts. Hitters have been very successful against Migden this year. .341 batting average with 3 home runs allowed on that very first pitch put in play. And one thing as a hitter, when you look at Migden, you really have to concentrate on the batter's eye and the baseball out of his hand, especially with that windup he has. Makes it more difficult if you get distracted with the windup. It's going to be difficult to be able to make good contact against him. Look at numbers versus fastball as compared to secondary pitches for Migden so far. But here's the windup again. There's a way to get distracted here. That delivery. Remember, people like pitchers like Satchel Paige, Juan Marichal, their deceptive delivery, then boom, that baseball's on top of you. So you really got to concentrate on that baseball out of the hand.
One ball, 2 strikes on Martin Maldonado.
See those numbers versus fastball. 11 home runs allowed versus fastball. There's a .207 batting average with 1 home run against his secondary pitch: slider, cutter, curve, changeup.
He has really struggled against the American League West. He's made 6 starts this year against the West, 0-6 with an ERA over 8. This is his second start against the Angels this season. Breaking ball, got Maldonado looking.
Now let's take a look at We Make It Easy, brought to you by SoCal Toyota. Chris Young has been swinging the bat very well in Seattle on this road trip. Also, a fastball upstairs drove that one out. Starting to get that home run swing together for Chris Young. 4 home runs on the season.
Chris comes in batting .180 on the year. Cuts through that one. 2 doubles, a triple, the 4 home runs, 10 runs batted in. See where the shift is being played on Young. Strikeout of Maldonado, the first for Megden. And that is out toward deep left center field. That's going to go, and Chris Young has done it again. Big fly for the Angels right fielder. 5th of the season, the Angels get on the board, trailing 2-1.
He certainly does make it look easy with that swing and the distance of that home run. For Chris Young, 5th home run the season. Starting to get locked in. And that's a little slider out over the plate. And a lot of times when you don't have that good depth on a slider, it becomes a very hittable pitch. It really breaks right into the barrel of the bat. And that's what happened. Chris Young cuts that deficit down this to 1 with his 5th home run. 3rd in his last 4 starts.
Kinsler at the plate, 1 for 1 with the base hit to right center. It's the 9th home run that Megden has allowed against American League West opponents.
13th overall.
Check swing foul into the dugout. Not the biggest dugout in baseball.
Yeah, there's not a lot of room in there.
One and two.
Tell you what, the field looks in great shape though right now at this time of the year.
There's a 1-2. Dribble foul. Trout on deck. 2-run home run for Can in the bottom of the second. Young gets one back here into third.
Yeah, this field won't quite look the same the next time I think we come back around. The Raiders start their football season.
Two balls, two strikes. We'll just come back here. Midweek series in September 18th, 19th, and 20th.
Tell you what, as a hitter, you have to be patient at the plate. Migden takes a while to get the sign, and then the delivery itself is a while.
Chancellor shooting one out to right. Piscotty's there. 2 down. So it'll bring up Trout.
Go back to that first inning when Migden threw a fastball in and gets him right on that tricep area. First batter that Migden has hit this entire season. I think Trout may be ready to swing at the first pitch fastball. Great numbers this season against Oakland.
Takes downstairs, a little off-speed pitch. Trout reaching for it, fouls it off. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's a called strike on the ball off the plate. 1-2.
See where this breaking ball is located, even the target set, and it's about almost a baseball and a half, 2 baseballs off the outside corner.
1-2 pitch. Upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Staying away against Trout in this at bat after throwing that pitch up and in on him. Trout has had real good numbers on inside pitches. 368 batting average for Trout on inside pitches, so that's why they're trying to stay away. Also, when you think about it, 363 versus low pitches. Second best in the low pitches, inside pitches, 6th best in the majors.
Lucroy back outside. 2-2. Lays off. Full count. Upton's on deck. Here comes the 3-2 now. Trout lays off, draws the walk.
That pitch was well off the outside corner. Another slider. That's the thing that's pretty interesting. That first at bat when he hit him up and in, he didn't throw one pitch even close to the inside part of the plate in that sequence.
So it is your suggestion that there was a purpose behind that.
Especially when you mentioned earlier that the A's got hit 3 times the day before. Trout's got a big lead already. And that was a quick lead he took out there.
Want to know? Upton, fielder's choice in the first inning, 0 for 1.
can almost guarantee a pick-off throw here. Trout's got a pretty good lead. Taking away the potential pitch out at 1-0 count.
The ball would strike. Trying to think of any other right-handed batter which Begden has pitched inside to. Everything's been away.
Yeah.
Two balls, one strike. Really deliberate all of a sudden this inning. Gave up the home run to Young.
Now, when you mentioned the fact that his numbers against AL West teams, there's all those things come into play as far as the mindset of a pitcher. Same thing as a hitter. When you have success against club, been very good against the rest of baseball, but really bad as far as ERA against the AL West and record.
Follow behind here at 3-1. Pujols on deck. And the walk, back-to-back variety with 2 outs. This Family Sunday, stop by the Gate 5 courtyard for fun activities and stay after the game for Kids Run the Bases. For more information about the Family Sunday and Kids Run the Bases by Yakult Probiotic Drink, just go to angels.com.
Quick visit for Scott Emerson, pitching coach for the A's. He's thrown a lot of pitches away. A lot of pitches away.
Threw one on the outside part of the plate to Albert in his first at bat, and Albert tried to pull it, rolled it into the shift. So Pujols 0 for 1. He's got Trout at second, up to the first. 2-1 Oakland. Still the top of the third. Taking that first pitch strike right down the middle. Outfield straight around, 3 infielders on the left side. Olsen off the line at first.
And what we've seen once again, or we've seen around baseball now, especially with shifts on in the outfield, you kind of bunch the 3 outfielders kind of together. There's a lot of room both the left field line and right field line. For Pujols, a pitch away, can hit that ball to right field, pitch in, he can turn on it. Should be able to score 2 runs the way this defense is set up.
One to Pujols. 1-2. Now the 1-2. Albert lines with a center field. It's going to hang up. It does no. It cannot make the catch. Mark Canha with an effort goes off the glove. Trout will score. And Gooby, I'll be honest with you, I'm surprised he kind of went into a dive. I think if he stays running in toward the infield, he makes the catch in the air.
Exactly right. And when you dive like that, there's a chance it's going to be jarred out if he doesn't go down, although that ball did sink in front of him.
Yeah.
It's tough to be able to control that baseball, especially look at his glove angle. And then when you're going to go down towards the ground, it's tough to be able to keep that going, especially with your eyes and head are moving at the same time as you're trying to track that one down. And Albert sees that as an RBI single fall down there for him. Trout ties it up. RBI 1956 for Albert Pujols.
Upton ends up at third base. Hernandez pulls a foul.
It's a 12th hit in his last 29 at-bats for Albert Pujols with runners in scoring position. It's a .414 batting average for Albert.
A day game here. Thought he squared it up, but almost too good for that the center fielder Canha. Almost made a nice play on it. Hernandez hits one towards first, and that'll do it. It's gloved by Olsen. The Angels do tie it up. Chris Young with a home run. Pujols with the RBI single.
Tell you what, starting to swing the bat very well. See why. Going yard again, back-to-back games.
Raises money for prostate cancer research. Since June 1st, nearly $2.4 million has been raised in the challenge. You can make a pledge as well by going online to homerunchallenge.org. 2-2 game, bottom of the third, 9-1-2. Frank Liberetto, second baseman, behind in the count at 0-1. Beretta 0 for 10 so far this year in the big leagues. Takes a strike and it's 0-2. 25 games last season. 197.
Had time to drop that slider down and in off the plate. It's the dads and kids ballpark here today.
Heaney with 4 strikeouts, struck out 3 in the second. Gave up that 2-run home run. Also issued a walk. His only free pass. This is pulled toward third. Past Valbuena. Leadoff single for Frank Liberetto, his first hit of the season.
Now batting shortstop, number 10, Marcus Semien.
Top of the order now, Simeon, who popped down to Andrelton Simmons at the first. Hit by Beretta, the second allowed by Andrew.
Marcus Simeon's rolled into 6 double plays. Andrew Heaney's had 7 turned behind him this season. Better location, that change up there for Heaney.
Not a big lead at all for Franklin over at first base. 1-1. 2-1. Houston on the verge of finishing off Kansas City 7-4. That game bottom of the 9th at Kauffman Stadium. Seattle and Boston scoreless at the top of the 3rd.
Well, Kansas City once had a lead against the Astros fairly late in the game too, 4-3. Look up now 7-4 Houston.
Just picking up the 1-0 victory over Boston behind Wade LeBlanc's performance last night. Three-1. Simeon shoots one out to center. One down. Here comes Chad Pinder. Pinder, the first strikeout of the game for Andrew Heaney. Got him on a hard slider down and in. A second-round pick in 2013. Virginia Tech. This is over to third. Valbuena gloves it, fires to Kinsler for one quick relay double play to end this 3rd inning. 3 in the books, tied at 2.
That's a fantastic picture,
Yeah.
guys.
Not a bad picture of my old man. There's Jose Mota, his dad, Kent French fishing for a victory over Team Mexico. Didn't happen.
Oh, there you go.
There's
You
your
decided
dad.
to take the smile off my face even in that picture, weren't you?
Hey, by the way,
The more I look at that picture, that last one, you and your dad, your son Chad looks just like your dad. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think so.
That's Chad, 100%.
Yeah, that was a great moment there to spend that with my dad, because this got drafted that afternoon by Kansas City. I remember my dad driving down we were playing stickball at the schoolyard, and I was wondering when it was going to be drafted that day. Next thing you know, he goes, "Hey, come over here, Junior." And I always say, "Dad, by the way, I'm not a junior, but you are to me." I said, "All right." So drive back home. He goes, "You just got drafted by Kansas City." I go, "Oh no, the Phillies just beat them in the World Series." So then obviously it was a good feeling, and then the local media came around and took some pictures and stuff like that, because not many baseball players are drafted out of the Philadelphia area. So it was a huge and exciting moment to be able to spend that with my dad.
Get your Penn Charter hats on.
Oh yeah. Penn Charter grad this season was drafted in the 4th round by Cincinnati. Mike Ciani.
A little bit of third. Lowry's got it.
And the crazy thing to connect that story is, after I left Penn Charter, I started a scholarship fund for kids that weren't really. It was difficult to be able to go to Penn Charter, so I started a scholarship fund in my dad's name because he was a coach there at Penn Charter. And lo and behold, one of those recipients of the scholarship fund ends up getting drafted by Cincinnati this past draft.
Great story. Valbuena popped out his first at bat, 0 for 1. Simple, by the way, 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs.
Oh.
I'm sure that's really comfortable.
Oh yeah.
Especially out in the sun.
Oh.
1-1.
Thankfully that picture went away quickly.
Yeah.
You know how we love that, the cotton candy.
Looks like the Colonel from Kentucky Fried Chicken. 1-1. Went around 1-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Thanks to 1 strikeout, 2 walks, a hit batter. It is.
Saying hi. Yeah, it's real comfortable.
Sweet goatee.
Yeah.
2-2 to Luis. Pops it up. Go with the sunshine. Lowry and Simeon. So Lowry makes
Everyone's
the catch.
putting their glove up. I was wondering who was catching that baseball.
Was up to forever. 2 outs.
It ends up being an F5.
What was Simeon looking at? He was going to make the catch at something.
He's waiting for the bounce, I think.
Oh man, Maldonado struck out looking. The only strikeout Mengden has picked up today. 0-1.
It was going to be all about the effort.
One ball, 1 strike. Pulled foul. 1-2. 3 hits for the Angels, 2 for Oakland. Young on deck. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, Mignon misses. He really misses.
It doesn't look like, especially with his fastball, he doesn't really want to challenge in the strike zone with that pitch. Even trying to get hitters to chase on a secondary pitch as well out of the strike zone.
4th round pick by the Astros out of Texas A&M. Came over to Oakland in the Scott Kazmir trade. July of 2015. 2-2, a little bouncer. Left side, Simeon's got to come in on it. Halos down in order here in the 4th. Tied at 2 as we get to the bottom of the frame.
Your Southern California Ford dealers. By Carl's Jr. Take your mouth to Memphis, the call of Carl's. And by Purple Bricks. You could save thousands when selling your home. Go to purplebricks.com.
Tied at 2, bottom of the 4th inning. Jack London Square here in Oakland. Heaney just now finishing up his warm-up pitches. Oakland in the 4th inning will have 3, 4, 5 coming up. Lowry, Davis, and Olson.
Wasn't that one of the potential sites that they thought that maybe they would build a baseball stadium right down towards Jack London Square?
They've run into a couple of issues.
That's cool. First
Nice.
Father's Day. That's awesome.
Got Chapman jersey's got on. Yeah, Matt Chapman.
You got to spend many a days at the ballpark with your dad. That had to be a treat. Learning so much about the game.
It was a lot of fun, that's for sure. Certainly unique. That not many get to do that nowadays. We've talked about this before about the lack of, or really just zero existence of fathers kids games anymore at any point during the season. At least I haven't heard of one occurring in Major League Baseball, because players are much younger. So they're having kids a little bit later. So by the time they get to be, you know, that 10, 12, 14 years of age where you can really soak it all in, they're at the end of their career. Usually you see that. You'll see the, you know, AJ, as a matter of fact, Albert's son, who's a senior in high school, going to be a senior in high school. You'll see him around at the ballpark, but that's it. Everyone else has got babies, you know.
Yeah, that was the best. I remember when I first came up, I was the pitcher for that game. And then all of a sudden, when I had kids, they were able to participate. That was so much fun. It's great seeing the kids swinging as hard as they can, hitting that baseball during their father-kids games.
Full count. They always gave you the option of swinging the aluminum bat or the wood bat, or the big fat wiffle ball bat.
Yeah. The Bam Bam bat from the Flintstones.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day to all out there today.
Lowry reaching for it, fouls it off, count remains full.
You know, Victor, honestly, I only went to one game with my dad ever, and it was the Game 6 of the World Series where the Phillies clinched it against Kansas City, as a matter of fact. Only one time.
Really?
It was always working and things like that. But I'll tell you, it was so cool to be able to do that, because at that point, the Phillies had never won a World Series champion. They've been around forever at that point. As you know, your dad played with the Phillies, and you were there.
Popped up toward the dugout, long run for Maldonado, and he'll get there. Nice play by Martin, 1 out. You know what, now that I think about it, I don't know that I've ever been to a baseball game with my dad.
Yeah, just
Like,
to go to watch
go to
the
a
game,
game?
yes.
Angel fans with their kids on this wonderful Father's Day.
What a smile. That's awesome.
This is the event that happened today, this weekend.
Angel Stadium
the
had
Big
it?
A,
Yeah, that's great.
Bruce Davis walked in the second. The only free pass issued by Heaney. Ball's behind here at 1-0. Line to center. Trout back a couple of steps, 2 down.
That's always the most difficult play for a center fielder. That baseball hit straight at him. That ball was hit very well by Chris Davis. And you see that action that Trout showed with his hand held. That ball to kind of knuckle right back at him. Quick out for Andrew Heaney.
2 outs for Matt Olson. By the way, the Astros ended up winning that game, so they've won 11 straight. They just went 10-0 on their road trip. It's the 7th road trip which a team has won 10 or more games going back to 1953.
Wow.
Yeah. Most recent with the Indians last year had an 11-0 road trip.
They are starting to swing the bat. Even Gaddis has been hot for them. So they got pretty good balance in the time. Marwin Gonzalez is swinging the bat very well.
The Yankees went 14-0 on a road trip in 1953. 14. They were playing double dips back then, weren't they?
Yeah, 14-0. That's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Olsen lifts one out toward left. Justin running in toward the line, puts it away in a 1-2-3 inning for Andrew Heaney. 4 complete in Oakland. We're still tied at 2.
Especially my dad. You know, this journey so far has been unbelievable, and none of this was possible without you. You know, it's a very special day. I'm honored to go out there and put the uniform on. I love you so much, and all the dads out there, just want to wish you guys a happy Father's Day.
Mike Trout, the Father's Day wishes. Your joy in your afternoon. Chris Young leads things off. Angels and the A's. The rubber game of the series, tied up at 2. 5th inning. Young got the scoring started for the Angels. That was in the 3rd with 1 out. Solo home run to left, his 5th of the year. 1 ball, 1 strike. Halos with 3 hits, Oakland with 2. Very nice crowd on hand today. They were out tailgating early this morning in the parking lot. This has got to be the best tailgate, baseball tailgate. Now, that being said, we don't get a chance to travel to Milwaukee.
Yeah, Milwaukee was
pretty fun too.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, the Oakland fans, they really get here early, and the tailgating is, even the players were commenting about that. We were coming in the bus today, including Mike Trout about that. All right, I'll be right back. It looks like some pretty good food.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Wow, that looks good.
Damn.
Slapping the beef on the grill. Young, check swing. Did not go, full count.
Got to be pretty strong not to cross the plate line. That's a high fastball trying to catch up to 94.
Kessler on deck. Young bounces it toward 3rd. Lowry's got it. 1 out. Up steps Ian. 1 for 2.
Ian Kinsler.
Slow breaky ball for a strike. Didn't throw too many of those today. Got Maldonado looking for the only strikeout in the 3rd on that slow breaking ball. Oh, 1. 0-2. It's much better than he has last 2 starts. 12 total runs in 8+ innings against Texas and Houston over this last 2 starts. This after having a very good month of May.
He's gotten some hitters to chase some pitches that have been out of the strike zone so far. Tries to run that fastball upstairs.
Kessler over to Lowry. 2 down.
Number 27, Mike Trout.
Trout hit by a pitch in the 1st, walked in the 3rd. Scored the 2nd run on the Pujols single. Lines this one out toward center field. Canna broke back, has to come in on it. That's going to fall in for a base hit. The big swing fooled him completely.
Especially you have an outfielder playing center field here, Mark Canna. It's a corner outfielder playing center field. It's a different position, different read off the bat. And he plays it deep center field because he doesn't play that all that often. He goes back on initially with the sound of that baseball off the bat, and then the swing for Trout and the reputation of Trout driving the ball so well because he looks right in there in the hat where you're going to have defensive alignments and what to expect on certain pitches with Upton at the plate, especially when you haven't played that position a whole lot in center field for Canna. Trout hasn't tried to steal yet. Very similar lead, usually around that 10 to 11 foot lead he takes.
Up to the fielder's choice, it'll walk.
It's cool stuff what Trout said about his dad. Always been very supportive of Mike. By the way, his dad Jeff played minor league baseball in Minnesota, so he knows the ups and downs of playing this game of baseball, especially at this high level.
Trout easily back. Magda, a lot of moving parts on that pickoff throw to first base.
Again, when you see he has that closed stance, which makes it a longer throwing motion. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher, pretty much the front foot is very even with the back foot or even slightly open, but he's closing that, so it makes it a little bit longer of a throw.
Upton pulls this one over to third. Lowry's been busy this inning with a short break. The Angels are done here in the fifth. Well, at the bottom of the fifth inning. A lot of tailgating going on here. It's a 2-2 game. Back out of the bump. Fathers and sons, moms. All in attendance here. Good crowd on this afternoon. Kessler has to deal with it. Sunshine puts it away. Canada retired for the first out. Canada homered in the second. They join the Angels this Saturday, 6 p.m. Blue Jays are in town. Stay for a Christmas and June themed post-game fireworks show, as well as a movie. For more information on that movie, themovieangels.com.
Saw that out there last night. They were tweeted out, the Angels, the Grinch. Good beard working there in that Angel fan. Old school jersey.
Jonathan Lucroy struck out in the second inning. 4 strikeouts for Andrew. Ball and a strike. He had 60 pitches. He's issued 1 walk. He's allowed 2 hits. The home run to Cannon in the second. The single to Franklin Barreto in the third.
good breaking ball. Remember we talked about going that east and west on the breaking ball. That one in the outside part of the plate. So that's a pretty good down and in sliders to right-handed batters. It's good to be able to backdoor that slider also.
Bouncer over to third. 2 outs. We'll bring up Piscotty. The Scott Peretta telecast presented by authority of the Los Angeles Angels. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP. Piscotty, the right fielder, struck out to end the second inning. Only at bat for him so far. Got him on a hard slider down and in. He'll take a fastball for a strike.
Very aggressive in this inning for Andrew Heaney. It's good to see. Get a quick out and then quickly get ahead of the next 2 batters.
Seventh straight retired by Heaney since the leadoff single to Brett on the third. Misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And the 23 pitches thrown back in the second. So far this inning, very economical. Also same thing in the third.
Piscotty lifts one out towards shallow left center. Trout is there, puts it away. And another 1-2-3 frame for Heaney. We're headed to the 6th, tied at 2. On all new Hyundai vehicles. See your Hyundai dealer today. And by Jack in the Box. Try the $4.99 Jack Spicy Chicken Club Combo with toasted sourdough. New from Jack in the Box. Tied at 2. It's the top of the 6th inning. Pujols, Fernandez, and Simmons for the Angels. Albert takes a breaking ball for a strike. Albert 1 for 2, had an RBI single in the 3rd inning. Langdon at 75 pitches now. Pujols out toward left center field, hit well, chasing Pinder back to the wall. That is gone. Big fly for Albert Pujols. The Angels have a 3-2 lead.
Now 4 for 6 in his career versus Migden, and that's the 400th different pitcher that Albert Pujols has homered against in his career. Take a look at our top tier play brought to you by Arco. Right on cue, Albert Pujols gets that pitch, that 92-mile-an-hour fastball, middle of plate, down, and he drives it out to left center field. Really got a good job as far as getting that lower part of his body to drive it, that lower half, creating that power. And there it is right there, 400th different pitcher that Albert has homered against. Jim Thome next on that list with 403 different pitchers.
Hernandez pulls it foul. 0-1. Albert a multi-hit game. 39 runs batted in now. And just pulls this one over to first. Olsen has got it. One away. San Miguel over 3.
Going back to my Hyundai Kia game, another tight game between these two clubs, Oakland and the Angels. Know your enemy, and the Angels have scored some runs against them this season, average a little over 6 so far. 3, Albert Pujols with 2 RBI in this game to this point. These two have had a ton of close one-run games since going back to 2002.
Andrelton Simmons 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs. Career home run number 625. What a walk.
Andrelton Simmons, when you think about what he has done this season as far as swinging the bat so well against any different type of pitch, outside pitch, 365, that's tops. With 2 strikes, 387. Also 338 against secondary pitches. Seen a couple changeups so far.
Check swing. And a 3-1 count. There's a walk. Third one issued by Migden. Puts a man on with 1 out, and Valbuena coming up.
25th walk of the season for Andrelton Simmons. Career high 47 last year.
Number 18, Luis Valbuena.
Movement down the A's bullpen. With Migden down at 83 pitches. Luis has popped out twice, once the second, once the third. Hammers this one out to right field. Piscotty coming on, dives forward, and it short hops the glove. Simba will turn and head to third. Nice effort by Piscotty, but Valbuena is on board with a single.
That's pretty outstanding base running too for Andrelton Simmons, and you got to keep in mind he's just coming back from the disabled list with a sprained ankle. Hopefully he's okay. Read that off the bat. As soon as that baseball was on that ground, Piscotty made a great effort after this one. Fortunately for him, he's able to keep that baseball in front of him on the slide and the dive. Andrelton Simmons goes all the way from first to third. He reads it, sees it down, and then picks up that pace. And gets into third base. I'm talking to him today. He said not quite 100%. Still a great base runner.
Quick visit to the mound. There's Mero Petit loosening now. Pitched yesterday on scoreless inning. First and third, 3-2 Angels. We're in the 6th inning. Baldonado 0 for 2, struck out looking into third, grounded out in the fourth.
These are those times Mike Scioscia has put on one of those safety squeezes, but I don't think so, especially with Anderson Simmons running right now. I don't think that's going to be put on.
Throw to first. Maldonado squares the bunt, but in that case, Valbuena was the one that took off towards second base.
It's funny, they were working on this play yesterday afternoon. Their pitchers, they came out for early work, Oakland. They were doing a lot of those throws to third base. And the reason why they do that is because they know the Angels are really good as far as double steals and safety squeezes. And with the new rule, you have to throw to third. Remember, you used to be able to fake the third and throw the first. If he would have been able to do that, he would have got a pickup. It actually would have worked.
My son's team was just working on this play as well. Valbuena takes off, and it's a ball that gets by Lucroy. Maldonado swings through it. Simmons scores. It's 4-2.
The only thing you could think of is Lucroy was thinking about making that throw to second before looking at that baseball into the glove because there was no contact made.
It's got to be a pass ball, right?
Well, I think Valbuena will get a stolen base on that because he's on the move.
That's in the dirt.
Yeah, it was in the break ball. He didn't quite get there for Lucroy as he tried to scoop and throw. But Valbuena picks up his first stolen base of the season.
1-0 pitch. Blocked by Lucroy this time.
A couple pitches in a row in the dirt. This could be his last batter here. Try to add on. Have to do so against this Oakland team, especially playing at home. They have that capability of coming back. That's all three pitches been in the dirt. A couple swings at those pitches in the dirt, and one taken by Maldonado.
Chris Young on deck, number 9 hitter. One, two. Downstairs, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
His home runs allowed of first 3 starts, 8 previous 12 though. This 6. He's given up a couple here today. All of a sudden a long ball been an issue for Megden.
Maldonado just down swinging. 2 strikeouts, and Megden has picked up a bid with Martin Maldonado. 1 looking, 1 swinging.
And really, when you look at that sequence of pitches, only 1 fastball through and a lot of breaking balls.
That's going to be it for Megden with Petit ready to go. A pitching change here in the 6th inning. Angels on top 4-2.
and by McDonald's. Download and register on the McDonald's app today for great deals.
Halos on top 5-2. Pitching change for the Oakland Athletics. With Chris Young at the plate. Yusmeiro Petit, old friend, back on the bump. Young 1 for 2 with a home run and a ground out. He's at the plate with Valbuena in scoring position. 33rd game for Yusmeiro. 2-2 with a 3.51 ERA. 41 innings, 28 strikeouts, 6 walks.
A lot of off-speed pitch from Petit. He will spot his fastball, but it's going to be 85 to 90 range. Good slider, good changeup and curve. Chris Young 0 for 2 in his career versus Petit. See the numbers for Daniel Megden. 3 walks, a couple punch outs. 2 big flies against him though. Big key for the Angels' success against him. Talked about that today earlier. As far as the Angels have been very good as driving the ball against the A's this season on the opening.
Bounces this one toward third, foul. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 runs in here in the 6th inning. 1-2. Kinsler waits on deck. Mentioned that Houston won earlier today against Kansas City. Boston leading Seattle 5-1. That game at the top of the 5th. Texas trailing Colorado at home 10-6.
They were trailing in that game 5-0, I think. Then they took the lead 6-5. Texas now down again. Colorado swinging the bats down there in Texas.
Fouls it back again. Hanging breaking ball there. A little over 21,000 in attendance on this Father's Day. Halos return home tonight on this long road trip. 2-game set against Arizona tomorrow night, Tuesday night, off day on Wednesday, which is kind of an odd thing.
I don't think I ever remember a Wednesday.
It's always usually Mondays or Thursdays. And then a 4-game series against the Blue Jays on Thursday.
And then back out for another long road trip.
4-city trip.
So that's 3 trips in a row.
Yep.
At least 3 city stops.
Yep. You just have to play the makeup game in Kansas City a week from tomorrow. Like a 3 o'clock start, I think it is, local time. So 1 o'clock back home. And then it's off to Boston for a 3-game set. Baltimore for 3. Fly to Seattle, an off day 2 weeks from tomorrow in Seattle. And then a 3-game set during July 4th.
Baltimore won today.
Yay!
They did.
Win number 20.
Yes.
What a tough season for Buck Showalter and the Baltimore Orioles. They defeated the Marlins today. They are 20-50 on the season. Two. Ground ball, left side. Simeon, the shortstop, has it. Halos are down here in the 6th inning. They snap the tie, though. Pujols with a home run, his 11th of the year. Then the wild pitch. The Angels on top 4-2. the 6th inning. Andrew Heaney back to work. He'll face 9-1-2. Barreto, Simeon, and Pinder. 8 straight retired by Andrew. Total of 4 strikeouts in the game. 1 walk, 2 hits allowed.
Good balance, a good follow through on that delivery, Andrew Heaney.
One inside corner. That pitch is a little bit off the plate, but it's a strike. 1 and 2.
He's really pitched inside often in this game. Got that call.
Called strike 3. Got him looking. He had 9 straight retired by Heaney. 1 out.
Yeah, he painted that fastball away and then paints this fastball. Take a look at our Nissan pitch cast right on that outside corner frame. Did exactly what we talk about for a catcher. Maldonado just kept the glove right there. Didn't try to bring that one back. It might have been about half a baseball off the corner, but he kept the glove there as if Andrew Heaney hit the exact spot he wanted to and got the call.
Now hear me out here. I think that's why you're seeing so many catchers drop baseballs, even non-strikes, non-swinging pitches, because of the movement of the glove of trying to bring the ball back into the strike zone.
Yep.
Simmons has this one. High throw. Fernandez applies the tag though. 2 outs. Hopefully Simeon's all right.
Same thing with Fernandez, as you at wrist with that collision with the tag. Hamilton gets behind that throw. High throw. Able to tag him before stepping on the base.
I like the presence of mind, though, to know that I'm not going to be able to keep my foot on the base. Let me go ahead and try to apply the tag.
And not a lot of experience at first base for Fernandez. We know he can hit.
Pender skying one out toward the bullpen area. Young having trouble with it, makes the catch. Nice play.
He was able to turn that body at the last second to make an outstanding defensive play for Chris Young.
A.M. Pacific on FS1 as Sweden takes on Korea Republic. Then Belgium battles Panama, followed by Tunisia against England. The FIFA World Cup Monday on Fox and FS1 are streaming all live on the Fox Sports app.
Tell you what, so far it's been fantastic. Some upsets.
Huge upset.
Yeah, there was.
This morning is Kinsler pulls this one down the left field line. That's not the upset we're talking about. Kinsler's on his way to second. He's got himself a leadoff double.
Oh, yes, Mario Petit may be upset on that one, though.
Yeah. Viva Mexico.
Yes.
I mean, I didn't realize how big of an underdog Mexico was this morning against Germany.
Well, that was a huge upset.
1-0 victory.
And automatic, the old intentional walk here for Trout on base all 4 times again today.
That's one of those when you're hitting in front of them, you get a ball in the corner, it's just stop at first.
Because you're already in scoring position at first base, but Trout at the plate.
2 walks, a single, and a hit batter. Or hit by pitch, I should say. So 2 on, nobody out.
That'll help out that on-base percentage.
Yeah.
Coming into game 450 for Trout.
Upton 0 for 2. Fielder's choice, a walk and a fielder's choice.
Good swing there by Upton. Really, when you think about it, what we saw last year when Justin Upton was acquiring that trade with the Tigers, he provided a lot of protection for Trout. Trout got a lot more pitches, but so far this season, Justin has really struggled with runners in scoring position. It's a 176 batting average. If he gets back to where he was last season, all of a sudden Trout will get more pitches to hit with guys on base. He's a .259 career hitter with runners in scoring position. Very solid in that category for his career, but this season hasn't been the same as far as runners in scoring position for Justin.
Upton flips one out to right field. To base hit. Kinsler will be stopped at third. No, he's going to be waved home on a tough play by Piscotty. It's an RBI single for Upton, 5-2 Angels.
And he gets that base hit with runners in scoring position and drives in his 41st run. I thought Dino Evil was going to score also when he was going down the line.
Dino originally had the left hand up. And then at the last second changed his mind.
Albert Pujols.
He's trying to pick and read that when he's going down the line. He's holding him up and then it sends him home, and he's trying to keep Trout at second base. Dino Evil almost scored himself.
Albert with a couple of hits, couple of RBIs today. Homered his last time up, takes upstairs. RBI for Upton is 41st. That's it for strike. 1-1.
Albert is last at bat in the 6th inning. It's Daniel Migden, a fastball, 92. Lower part of the strike zone. Next velocity, 98 miles per hour. Launch angle, though, 30 degrees for Albert Pujols. He hits that one out, picking up his 11th home run of the season.
Cues this one over to short. Simeon to Barreto for 1. Easy double play, 2 outs.
Now it's time for the Hats Off to Heroes presented by T-Mobile. Dino Evil. His father served in the U.S. Marines. It's his 14th season in the Angels organization. He replaced Joe Madden as a bench coach back in 2005. Dino Evil. Father was a U.S. Marine.
Hernandez pulls one out to right field. Piscotty is there, makes the catch for the 3rd out. The Angels get 1 here, the 7th. They lead at 5-2. Stretch time here in Oakland. RBI Baseball 18 delivers all new franchise mode and much more. RBI Baseball 18 is available now. Learn more at RBIGame.com. Rated E for everyone. Halos on top. It is 5-2. We're in the bottom of the 7th. David Fletcher takes over at third base. Luis Valbuena moves across the diamond to first. No other changes for the Halos as Jed Lowry leads things off. 3-4-5 for Oakland. Lowry, Davison, Olsen. There's David. Heaney coming off a 7-pitch shutdown inning in the 6th. Retired 11 straight.
By the way, that was another rocket hit by Fernandez. He can hit the baseball. It's right at Biscotti.
Lowry today. He's popped out twice. Hits this one out to deep left field. Upton's not going to get this one. It's off the wall. Plays it cleanly. Lowry trying to go to second to throw. A good one, and the tag just a little bit late. Lowry may have been watching that one a little bit too long. It's a leadoff double to start the 7th.
Lowry now 5 for 11 in this series. Mike Scioscia wants to take a look. It looked like he got his foot in there. Played well by Upton off the wall. Got a lot on that throw. Real close play, but looked like he got his foot in there. See that foot in there? Just underneath the tag. And a lot of times when you slide that hard and late, your foot will pop off the base. He kept it there. 20th double of the season for Lowry.
Davis lifts one out towards center. It's playable for Trout. Lowry back to tag. He's trying to go to third. A throw from Trout. A good one and safe at third base.
Well, 2 really close plays for Lowry going into a base. Trout, we talked about how well he's played the baseball, getting behind the baseball in center, and his arm strength playing a long toss. He's got much, much better. Got a lot on that throw, an accurate throw to third base. Again, barely just got that foot in again. Still another fine throw for Trout. Long toss, still the best way to gain arm strength. If you're a youngster listening and watching this game at home, play long toss as often as you can.
Angels are going to challenge this. I wonder if the foot came off the base, perhaps. Let's look at the play at third. Not sure. Looks like he got in there.
From that angle, it did. I'll tell you what, though, Trout is really starting to get a lot behind those throws out in the outfield.
Yep.
And it's all about positioning your body first and foremost, but because he's got that added arm strength for playing long toss, has been much more accurate and better. That baseball out of his hand, 97 miles per hour on the throw. Now you sit at home, you think, okay, 97 mile an hour. Is that like a 97 mile an hour fastball from a pitcher? It's being measured out of the hand of either an infielder or outfielder. But it's still a very good throw from Trout.
Taking a long look at this one.
I think the longer they look, the better chances you think they maybe will overturn that one. But it looked like he got his foot in there from every angle we've seen.
The call at third base is safe on the fly ball that Chris Davis hit to Trout.
At this point of the game, too, it's almost worth the challenge because you're going to get another challenge anyhow in the 8th inning.
So man at third, one out. By the way, Colorado is coughing it up. It's 10-9 Rockies. Summertime baseball in Arlington. You never know. Infield back. Olsen at the plate. 0 for 2 with a strikeout, a fly ball to left. Good fastball from Heaney.
That's 19 runs, and that's still this is 7th inning in Texas.
Heaney at 79 pitches, and there's action in the Angels pen. A little surprising.
He's throwing the ball very well and very economical too.
3 hits allowed. That's it. 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike.
It's a good block there by Maldonado. That hard breaking ball gives you confidence as a pitcher that you can throw that pitch. If you can even up the count, keep it in front of him.
Looking from the full windup. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That was a dangerous spot, and Olsen had a good swing at that one at 93 hard of the plate. Now you wonder if he'll go back to that breaking ball now. You got 2 options against, in my opinion, against Olsen here. You can run that fastball in, off the plate in, preferably up, or to go back to that slider away.
Full count. Olsen fouls it off. Mark Canha's on deck. Lifted out toward left. Upton is there. Lowry tagging. Upton, little double clutch there. It goes a sacrifice fly, and it's 5-3. Olsen picks up his 35th RBI.
That was hustle all the way around for Lowry. Barely got into second before a tag, barely got into third, and then scores on that sac fly to Justin Upton. Tried to get a lot behind his throw, a little bit of a double clutch. I don't know if he has a chance anyhow.
Yeah.
That was deep enough. But at this point in the game, you're just looking for outs. Big out there against Olsen. See him just stretch. Remember, missed the game with back stiffness yesterday.
Breaking ball on Canha for a strike. A center fielder homered in the 2nd inning. Changeup.
See him stretching.
Out toward right. Playable for Christian. Heaney allows a run, nothing else. 7 complete. Angels on top, 5-3.
Halos hanging on to a 5-3 lead as we head to the top of the 8th inning. Don't forget, following the game is Angels Live, presented by your SoCal Mazda dealers, myself and Jose Mota. But right now, it's all about Father's Day with Scott Gilsons from Santa Clara, formerly of San Luis Obispo. Brand new father, guys, 7-week-old Brooklyn. He's a first-time father. What is this like to be here with your brand new daughter?
It's magic. I'm lucky that my wife is so awesome that she can get us out here with this little bundle of joy. And I'm thankful that Brooklyn is most times willing to sit here and enjoy the game.
Well done. Happy Father's Day. Mom Tracy having a hot dog and a beer. Well deserving, guys. We just had a diaper change. A lot of things happening now. But let's send it back to you on the top of the 8th.
Thanks a lot, Frenchie. We thought that crying was Frenchie with Germany losing to Mexico today. This is best.
There you go again.
Top of the 8th. Andrelton Simmons grounds out to start this 8th inning. Santiago Casilla, the new pitcher. Too soon?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking that was a pretty good pick. I was talking to Anderson Simmons up in Toronto. This is before we announced who we were pulling for in the World Cup, and he said Germany is the team. Hit that one well. Grounds out for Anderson Simmons, but yeah, that might have been Frenchie crying.
Luis Valbuena, 1 for 3.
By the way, Brazil tied today. They were the favorite too, so it's been real interesting as far as the World Cup so far.
One ball, one strike. Casilla replacing Ismero Petit. Went an inning in the 3rd, gave up a run on 2 hits. 19th game for Santiago. No record at 2.96 ERA. Had some command issues. 14 walks, 15 strikeouts.
As you can see there, his release point. Very difficult to keep that even close to the strike zone. The way the Broncos continue to lead the Cowboys down there in Arlington 10-9. We got through that inning.
Brian Shaw coughed it up. He's had a tough year for signing that contract with the Rockies. A lot of innings on that arm.
Saw that throughout the bullpen for Cleveland. From Andrew Miller. Been trying to stay healthy with Cleveland this season. 3-1 pitch. So that top hand, shaking that one off.
3-2. Valbuena strikes out. Count number 2.
Let's take a look at our Nissan out-of-town scoreboard. Speaking of Cleveland, Yan Gomes with a 3-run double in the 3rd inning as Cleveland beats Minnesota 4-1. Julio Teheran was excellent. No-hit baseball, 11 strikeouts as Atlanta continues to play great baseball. They beat San Diego 4-1. Toronto behind Randall Grichuk, 3 for 3, 2 home runs, 4 RBI. Toronto beats Washington 8-6. Now Atlanta's leading Washington in that division by 3.5 games now in the NL East.
Martin Maldonado for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. Pulled foul. looking on. Two balls, two strikes.
Chris Young on deck, who's got a home run in this game, an outstanding defensive play also in right.
Maldonado strikes out, swing on a pitch up and in. We'll head to the bottom of the eighth. Halo's still up. As Blake Parker begins to play catch alongside in the bullpen. Hope you're enjoying this Father's Day. I know Angel fans certainly are here at the ballpark. 21,000 plus the Coliseum on this Sunday afternoon. Getaway day. 187 pitches. Bottom third of the order due up for the Athletics. Lucroy, Piscotty, and Barreto.
Hey, this trip started in Minnesota, right?
Indeed.
Does that feel like that was about a month ago?
Yeah.
You guys were joking about that on the bus on the way over here today.
Two balls, no strikes. The borderline pitches goes the A's way.
This is one of those times as a starting pitcher, you want to take control of this game yourself. You're into that eighth inning, you get that little extra adrenaline going right now. This is a chance to be able to finish that one off. Still very manageable as far as the pitch count.
Three and one. Foul back, full count. Parker hasn't pitched since Wednesday. Lucroy today, a strikeout in the second inning and a ground out in the fifth.
Still good life on this fastball. That one at 92. On pitch number 93 of the game. That fastball in the first inning, 93. Best fastball. This one here in 92. Consistency.
Just went into the seats behind the dugout.
A couple of starts ago when Andrew Heaney picked up his first career shutout at one hitter, he threw 116 pitches. 81 of them strikes, nearly 70% of his pitches strikes.
Little battle here. Called strike three. Down goes Lucroy, one out. He had flipped the bat and was headed toward first.
That was a 93-mile-an-hour fastball inside corner. You see, where that crossed the plate, that's in the strike zone. Firm fastball, a battle won by Andrew Heaney. Six strikeouts in the game for Heaney. Yeah, good seeing that life on his fastball. And he's not afraid to use that fastball here. Inside, outside with his fastball. Vicker seemed like he's thrown a lot more fastballs today. This changeup that was hit out of the ballpark back by Cannon in the second inning. He hasn't thrown as many. When you think about it, percentage-wise, 56% of his pitches coming in this game are fastballs. Seemed like a lot higher percentage of fastballs thrown. Here's another fastball. 12 fly ball outs in this game. We go along with his 6 strikeouts. Very quick 6th, economical 7th. Even you go back to the 5th. After that 23-pitch second inning, very solid for Andrew Heaney.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The Scotty's 0 for 2. He struck out in the second, the fly ball to center in the 5th. Two. Yes, he did. Back-to-back strikeouts, 2 outs.
94 with that fastball from Heaney. Good fastball upstairs to get a swing and miss. Couldn't hold up on the swing. You're going to get that when you have a pitcher consistently throwing his fastball, and it's been pretty firm throughout.
7 strikeouts on the afternoon. Franklin Barreto, the 9th place hitter, 1 for 2, a single in the 3rd, punched out looking in the 6th.
Good breaking ball there. Seven strikeouts in the game for Heaney.
0-2.
There's that east-west with his break ball. Went backdoor on that one. Down and in on the first slider.
Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and Andrew Heaney just strikes out the side. We head to the 9th. Angels on top 5-3. members of our crew. That's our producer, Jay Cutlow, and his dad, Mitch Riggin, our director, his father. There's Joel Goodling on drums. That's Joel.
Yeah.
That's Joel, our pregame producer.
That's awesome.
Dan Snyder.
Snides.
Jeff Kirby and his family, who saw his family here in Texas yesterday. Chris Reinhardt.
That's a great picture.
Happy Father's Day from our crew to yours. Start the ninth with Emilio Pagan on the mound.
Tell you what, our crew is our family, and I'll tell you what, it's the best. All the best to work with.
Is that what you were saying at dinner last night?
Well, yeah, it's because I had a.
They were all there, too.
Yeah. I don't like these guys at all. Why do we have to work with them? Oh, you guys are the best.
9-1-2 for the Angels. It's Young, Kinsler, Trout.
I think they're all upset with you get that seafood tower for one again last night. But that's what it was.
That's not my thing, bro. Young fouls it off. He's 1 for 3 with a home run back in the third inning. Still waiting on those burgers, aren't we?
Yes. Yeah, we are.
Home run for Young in the third inning, his 5th of the year, 11th RBI. Second appearance for Pagan in the series. This is out toward left. Chasing Chad Pinder back. One out.
Andrew Heaney still has that look. He's still in this game. Especially what he did in the bottom of the 8th inning. Struck out the side. Last road win for Andrew Heaney, September 2nd, 2015 here in Oakland. That's covered 11 starts. You know, he battled quite a while to get back to be healthy, but he has thrown the ball exceptionally well this season.
So Parker now warming up again. Kinsler takes him upstairs. By the way, congratulations to Brooks Koepka, who won the U.S. Open back-to-back seasons. Years, I should say. Winning the U.S. Open, first time that's happened since Curtis Strange. This is hit back toward the middle. That's a short hop. Nice play by Barreto. No throw, and Olsen can't take it out, so Kinsler will reach.
As difficult as that course was, that's impressive.
Brooks Koepka. Was it Whistling Straits last year? And Shinnecock this year. Man on for Trout.
Will he end up shooting to win?
Number 27, Mike Trout.
Error on Barreto, by the way. Trout takes downstairs. Koepka went 2 under today. And he finished a +1.
+1
for the tournament to win it. Yeah.
Win the tournament. Wow. Trout 450 on base percentage entering today, which leads Major League Baseball in that category. 4 times on base today. That's like equivalent to a Hall of Famer. You hit 300, so you made 7 outs in 10 at bats, but you made the Hall of Fame.
That's right. It was Aaron Hills last year, not Whistling Straits.
Trying to get that insurance run here. Kids are on the move.
Foul Count back, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good swing for Trout. Trout was pretty funny coming in the ballpark today, just joking around, seeing all the Trout jerseys amongst all the tailgaters here in Oakland. Had some fun with Tyler Skaggs and
Crushed him.
yeah. Say, where are all the Tyler Skaggs jerseys? Because that's right, there was one in Minnesota. And that was part of this road trip. They were right below us that day in Minnesota for Tyler Skaggs, who threw the ball well again. He's won 3 straight. Now career high as far as 6 wins. There he is.
Two now. Trout bounces this one over to Lowry. Diving stop. Goes to second base. Not going to get him.
Another hit for Trout. It's on base 5 times, 2 for 2 in the game for Trout.
So Upton will bat with 2 men on, 1 out.
Now batting, number 8, Justin Upton.
Lowry on the dive, and then you see the glove bending back. The only play is going to be at second, but Kinzer easily beats that throw.
Trout 13 through 419, I should say, through the last 6 games. 13 for 19. It's not bad. 684.
Remember, Minnesota pitching pretty well on this trip.
Yeah. What was it? 2 for 22, 2 for 23 in that series?
Yep. Drew Heaney, what an effort today. All 3 of them pitched very well in this series. John Lamb, Tyler Skaggs, Andrew Heaney. 3 lefties versus Oakland.
Upton 1 for 3, had an RBI single in the 7th.
A lot of Seagulls out in right field.
They've arrived.
Yes.
They're usually right on cue. They perch themselves atop the Coliseum. There they are. Everyone starts to leave. You see the food. All over the place today. You mentioned Seafood Tower for one, and they all show up.
Yeah.
No balls, 2 strikes on Upton. That spin move, by the way, they should just ban that one too. They banned the throw to third, the fake throw to third. Get rid of the spin move. You can't step off as a major league pitcher.
Exactly. I mean, it's all the process of trying to speed up a game and stuff. So, yeah, I would think that would be the next one.
Oh, 2. Upton strikes out swinging. 2 outs.
Albert Pujols has already had a fantastic game. Another opportunity here after the strikeout of Justin Upton on a high breaking ball.
Number 5, Albert Pujols.
Though you're talking about Trout reaching base 5 times today. Trout now has as many games where he's reached base 4 or more times, 11 of them, as games where he's reached base no times, also 11.
It's just unbelievable. Every day, it's an opportunity to be able to talk about Mike Trout this way. It's amazing.
1 ball, no strikes on Albert. Multi-hit game, 2 for 4. Single and a home run. Double play ball in the 7th. One.
Back in that 6th inning for Albert, the 400th different pitcher in his career he's homered against. That one went 389 feet for Albert Pujols. Now with 2 RBI in the game, 2 for 4. Pick up an insurance run here.
One pitch. 2 balls and a strike. Kinsler thought about breaking for 3rd. Because of that, Trout started. That's why you saw Lucroy thinking about throwing down to first base on a back pick. Two on. Goes through that fastball.
By the way, Colorado with 2 more runs, so they got 4 field goals in the game today against the Rangers. Lead that one 12-9.
Strikes out swinging. We'll head to the bottom of the 9th inning. The Angels up by 2. Who went 8 innings today and finished off on a high note, striking out the side in the 8th inning. 8 punch outs, 1 walk, 3 hits allowed, 3 runs all earned. Gave up the home run to Canham and the sac fly in the 7th. That was it. So Parker will face the top of the order: Simeon, Pinder, and Lowry. Simeon pulls one down the left field line, and this one is gone. A home run on the very first pitch, and the Angels lead is down to 1. Marcus Simeon with his 7th home run of the season.
Jumping on a first pitch, we see that often from Oakland. They didn't get a good read really for the most part in the entire game against Andrew Heaney. First pitch fastball, 92, ran in the middle of the plate, and all you can hope for is it goes foul. You see Parker trying to wish that one foul, but it hits off the foul pole for a home run. Talked about it in the opening as far as the bullpen, an opportunity here today to get some momentum going before going home against Arizona and pick up a save here for Parker.
Chad Pinder. Angels, as you pointed out, 14 blown saves on the season. Pinder 0 for 3. A fly ball to right his last time up. Fortunately, nowhere near the strike zone. 1-0 count. Two and 0. Four-pitch walk, tying run on base, winning run coming to the plate.
Now batting third baseman, number 8, Dan Lowry.
Fowler, with very good speed, will pitch run over at first base. Nagy out to pay a visit.
I think Jose Alvarez was moving around, getting ready down the bullpen. And Fowler's got 4 stolen bases in 6 attempts. Imagine you might see a couple pickoff throws also to first base to give the bullpen an opportunity to get loose. You got Cam Pedroza joining Jose Alvarez, so more than likely a couple throws over the first base too.
Lowry takes a strike. Marcus Simeon opened up the 9th with a home run on the very first pitch thrown by Blake Parker. 5-4 Halos. Nobody out. Fowler the pinch runner over at first. Lowry today 1 for 3. He doubled and scored leading off the 7th.
Pretty big lead for Fowler.
0-2.
Definitely a strike, lower part of the strike zone, middle of the plate.
Chris Davis on deck. Long hold for Parker, 0-2. Big swing by Lowry, fouls it straight back.
A little bit too good of a pitch. Even though it was in the inner half, if you're going to go in, you have to go above the belt.
Dirt, nice block by Maldonado. 1-2.
Completely under control by Maldonado, anticipating this being out of the strike zone. Body down, keeps it in front. No chance for Fowler to advance.
One-two. Lowry, a swing and a miss. Down he goes. 1 out.
Real good pitch right there for Blake Parker. Curveball, get a swing and miss. Good spin on that one. Down and in. First out of the inning. Spin rate of 23.48 RPM on that breaking ball.
Davis 0 for 2 today, 0 for 9 in the series.
Also has hit into 9 double plays.
Davis went around. 1 ball and strike.
He was anticipating the fastball, got a breaking ball instead. So it's a split.
Fowler again with a big lead over at first. He's the tying run. Over, check in on him. Both Alvarez and Bedrosian ready to go. 5-4 here in the ninth.
Pitch.
Olsen on deck. Long pause for Parker. 1-2 pitch. Dirt. Fowler's going to try to take second base. A throw down. A good one. Did Kisler catch it? No. Pops out of the glove. The question is, how's his hand?
Yeah, that's the big issue. He tried to catch it and keep that tag on Fowler. Kinsler's about as tough as you're going to find in this game. Well, quickly Maldonado got rid of this baseball and the throw right into the runner. If he's hold on to it, he's going to be out, but that's a tough one to hang on to.
Wild pitch puts the tying run in scoring position. 2-2 count on Davis.
throw going right into the runner. Very difficult one right there for Kinsler. I think he's shaking it off.
Two. Full count. Payoff pitch. Davis takes ball 4. Second walk of the inning. That's going to be it for Parker. With Olson coming up. Going to match up lefty-lefty. Alvarez will be called upon. Pitching change in the 9th inning. 2 men on base. Angels cling to a 1-run lead. Up the home run to Simeon to start the 9th inning, issuing 2 walks, picking up a strikeout. Tying run at second, winning run at first. Jose pitching in his 36th ball game. 2-2 with a 2.67 ERA. 33 strikeouts, 6 walks in 30+ innings. Olson, the first baseman, 0 for 2, had a sac fly in the 7th. 0-1. Oh, 0-2. Paints the outside corner.
93 from Alvarez. Stayed on top of that pitch very well. Downward plane, hits the outside corner.
One-two count. Fowler with very good speed. Second base. Simmons trying to keep him close. Down goes Olson. Alvarez strikes him out, 2 outs.
Couldn't re-challenge him with a fastball. He was thinking he was going to throw him a breaker ball. Got a fastball by him at 92.
Mike Scioscia is going to match up again. Bedrosian trying to get the final out. Parker got 1 out. Alvarez comes in, gets the second down. Now it's Bedrosian trying to retire Mark Canham to get the third and final out of this game. 5-4 Halos, 2 men on base. 35th game for Camp. Canham 1 for 3, homer in the second. Canham off the end of the bat to shallow center field. Trout coming on, not going to get there. It'll fall in, and we're tied at 5. Another blown save for the Angels. A perfectly placed blooper.
And you're playing deep out in center. It's a pretty good breaker ball. It's off the plate, off the end of the bat. The only chance anybody's going to make that play on is going to be is an infielder going back, but there's no chance to get in the back. And that was, you can't place it any better.
That run belongs to Parker, as does Davis at second base. Here's Lucroy. Winning run now in scoring position. Lucroy 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts, and a ground out. Dreaded no decision for Andrew Heaney. Maldonado came up looking to backpick at first base. Valbuena never even moved. Oh, 2 count on Lucroy. goes without saying as far as the struggles the bullpen has had. The Angels could have added some runs.
Yeah, we were saying
in the 7th inning and in the 9th inning.
Yeah, that 9th inning, look at those add-on runs. Every one of these games against Oakland has been so close and tight here in this ballpark in particular.
Two balls, two strikes. Two down. Lucroy flips it foul. Step off. Blake Trinan has been loosening ever since Marcus Semien homered the very first pitch of the 9th inning, so he's ready to go. Should this game continue?
Usually when you see a pitcher step off, you want to go through a new series of signs. Not comfortable with that pitch selection.
Lucroy drives one out to center field. Trout racing back, has a beat on it, and makes the catch for the 3rd out. But damage done. 2 runs in. We head to the 10th inning. It's a 5-5 game.
For extra innings. Top of the 10th inning, tied at 5. Blake Trinan takes over for the Oakland Athletics. He's their closer. Pitched in yesterday's ball game. Had a little issue with command, but the Angels could not capitalize against him. He's 3-1 with a 1.13 ERA. 15 saves now this season. 37 strikeouts, 10 walks in 32 innings for the Wichita, Kansas native. Fowler stays in the game. He pinch ran for Pinder. He's in center. Canna moves over to left.
Leading off, number 6,
David Fletcher will lead things off. Remember, he took over defensively at third base. This is Jose Miguel Fernandez's spot in the order.
Triton's got that firm fastball. It's going to average nearly 97 miles an hour. He's going to be 95 to 99 with his fastball. So a slider, occasional cut fastball.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Thing we've seen from spring training and even the beginning part here in his major league debut is Fletcher puts the ball in play. He's going to make some contact even with the firm fastball. Force him to make a play behind him. Fletcher fan here in Oakland.
Got the start at third base yesterday, went 0 for 3. He'll take a called strike 3 to start the 10th.
Got that call upper part of the strike zone. 96-mile-an-hour fastball.
Now batting, number 2.
As a hitter, you give up on that, thinking that's going to be above the strike zone, but that little late sink on it got the upper part of the zone.
Andrelton Simmons 0 for 3 with a walk. Pulls it foul. 0-1.
Trying to pick up his first hit since coming back from the disabled list.
Oh, 2 count.
Simmons has been great when he's had 2 strikes on him this season. Coming in the game, a .387 hitter when he's had 2 strikes on him.
Did not go. Chopper off the plate, goes foul. Simmons still in the hole at 1-2. Valbuena on deck. Nobody warming for the Angels either. 8-9-1 coming up for Oakland. This was out toward left center field. Long run for Fowler and for Canna at the wall. Canna tracks it down. He had a long way to go and makes a terrific running catch for out number 2.
Yeah, you can tell more comfortable in left field as compared to playing center field early in the game. He went a long way, right to that 388 sign in left center field to track this one down. Hit very well by Andrelton Simmons. Reaches out, makes a nice play before going up against the wall. There he is looking back in there to look for what pitch potentially that Valbuena would hit his way. Just a 5% catch probability on that play that Canna made.
One ball, no strikes on Luis. 1 for 4 with the single in the 6th inning. face this month has just been in that feel mode for baseball. Just, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It looks like a guy that, you know, sometimes you take your hacks because you feel confident, you see the ball well. And you go through funks where you don't see the ball well, and you're kind of guessing. Oh, misses down and away. Two balls.
He was even guessing that ball was middle part of the plate. It ran off the plate. And that happens for hitters when they're not tracking the baseball well out of the pitcher's hand. So you're just going and swinging it in a zone and hoping the pitcher makes a mistake in that zone. Well, he's certainly capable of driving the ball out of this ballpark if he gets one of those pitches. That was one of those pitches he needed to drive. He just missed it. You can see that frustration for Valbuena, that he had that pitch, that mistake from trying it. You don't get that mistake too often in an at-bat, but you never know here if you want to make sure you make some contact.
Valbuena strikes out, swinging the Angels down in order. We hit at the bottom of the 10th, tied at 5. He doesn't catch it. It's at least a triple for Andrelton Simmons. There's the StatCast metrics on it.
Well, the amazing thing is how much coverage distance he went at 100 feet. Trying to liken that play by Canna. Canna pretty pumped up. He's had a big game offensively. That's an outstanding play there. Andrelton Simmons looking for an extra base hit. Was robbed of it.
Piscotty, Barreto, Simeon. Did he go? No. 1-1.
Sure, it looked like he went on that one. See from this angle. And he went on that one.
Two balls, two strikes.
2-2. Full count. Here's the payoff pitch. Scotty works the leadoff walk. Winning run on base. Franklin Barreto coming to the plate.
I imagine he'll be asked to bunt. One thing we talked about in the opening today with the struggles with the bullpen, really, when you look at numbers, certain numbers, walks. It's the third walk now for the bullpen since taking over for after Andrew Heaney threw the ball exceptionally well through 8 innings.
Pulls that bat back. No,
I was going to say he kept that bat. Yeah, he kept that bat out there. Oakland with only 2 sacrifice bunts this season.
Showing bunt again. Pushes a bunt toward first. Valbuena has it, fires to second. They get the out. And Barreto's safe at first. Nice play by Valbuena.
He got a lot on that throw to second base. And look how far he's got to go to be able to get to this bunt, aggressively charging and then quickly throws. And on a force out, that play at second.
Shortstop, number 10, Marcus Semien.
What a play by Valbuena.
Semien 1 for 4, had the home run to start the 9th. 7th of the year, 28th RBI.
3 home runs versus the Angels this season, including back-to-back games. That first pitch that he saw from Blake Parker, a 92-mile-an-hour fastball, and lines it off the foul pole. Back-to-back games for home runs for Marcus Semien. At that point, making the score 5-4.
One ball, one strike. 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Angels. 8 men left on base. Oakland 5 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They've stranded 2. Good lead for Barreto at first base. Takes outside, 2-1.
One career walk-off hit, and that was back in March 29th. RBI single against the Angels.
This one out toward center. It's playable for Trout. Had it more towards the end of the bat. 2 outs. So it's Dustin Fowler coming to the plate. His first plate appearance. Pinch ran in the 9th inning and scored on the single by Canham.
Fowler hits one over to Simba. Goes to first, and we'll head to the 11th inning, tied at 5. FS1 as Sweden takes on Korea Republic, then Belgium battles Panama, followed by Tunisia against England. FIFA World Cup Monday on Fox and FS1, or stream it all live on the Fox Sports app. Here in the 11th, tied at 5, Maldonado, Young, and Kinsler. Blake trying it out for his second inning of work at a 1-2-3 10th inning, which included a couple of strikeouts. Cam Bedrosian is done. Inning in a third for him. Jake Jewell getting ready. Angels pen. Maldonado out toward right. Piscotty moves over. One pitch, one out. Maldonado 0 for 4. Pardon me. 0 for 5 now with that out.
Got to get one guy on base to give Trout an opportunity to hit in this inning.
Chris Young 1 for 4. Homer back into third. Oh-2 count. Kinsler on deck. Young waves at the off-speed pitch. 2 outs.
This pitch had some movement on it. Downward action, gets a swing and miss from Chris Young. 18 pitches thrown for Trinan. 3 strikeouts. An inning and 2/3.
He had 2 for 5, single and a double. Takes a strike. 2. Oakland in the bottom of the 11th has Lowry, Davis, and Olsen due up. Out towards center. Fowler in a couple of steps. Halos go down in order. We head to the bottom of the 11th. Jewell coming out of the lead for the Angels. It's a 5-5 game. Angels here in the bottom of the 11th. Jed Lowry to lead things off. Jewell made his major league debut yesterday. Picked up his first strikeout, also hit a batter. Lowry today 1 for 4, doubled and scored in the 7th inning.
th different pitcher used this season for the Angels. Jewell made that appearance yesterday.
Two balls, no strikes. Drozier hitting it a third, gave up a hit. That was the one to Canada. Brought home the tying run and walked a man. That was leading off the bottom of the 10th. Able to get out of it. One now. Lowry flips it out the left field, a base hit to start the 11th. Not uncommon for Jed Lowry to have a multi-hit game against the Angels.
Whether hitting left-handed or right-handed. Just went with the pitch. It was elevated, belt high. That's able to get the barrel of the bat on it when it's away and up. Down and away, more difficult to do so, to hit that ball in the air.
Davis gets hit by a pitch. 2 on, nobody out. Winning run in in scoring position for Matt Olson.
Right on that forearm. Call down to the bullpen again. Charles Nagy going to go out. Talk defensive strategy also here.
Paredes getting ready.
So you look right now, this is a situation where Nagy goes out to Joel and said, just thinking in terms of a ground ball and an infielder, see if you get 2 outs with that. Don't worry about what just happened. You can't worry about that. Especially for a youngster, you got to think in the positive terms, think in terms of a ground ball.
One ball, 2 strikes. Olson 0 for 3, had a sac fly in the 7th.
Especially for a young pitcher, this is his 2nd game in the big leagues. Is trying to slow the game down for Martin Maldonado was trying to do.
Foul at the plate. 1-1.
Pretty good healthy hack at that one at 96, but fouled it back. So Martin telling us to take a deep breath, slow down the game. So important for your catcher to be able to relay that message to a young pitcher like Joel.
Simmons trying to keep Lowry close to second base. Nobody out. Lowry, the winning run. Downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Quick visit, this will count as a visit to the mound. A lot of times when a catcher's there, they're talking is this, trust me right here. Trust me, what sign I'm going to put down, we'll get through this.
Two now to Olson. Just got a piece of it. Pretty good pitch.
Bit of a changeup. That's a real good pitch. See how far out in front Olson was.
Full count. Canna, who's had a big game, on deck. Done it offensively and defensively. Three-two on the way. Olson drives one out to center field. Takes Trout back. Lowry back to tag. He's trying to go to third. The throw is cut off. The winning run now 90 feet away. Here comes Mike Sosha, and he's going to go with Paredes.
This might be more of a, yeah, he's got to go in there and you got to talk strategy too, defensively too, when you make the change.
Pitching change. We are in the 11th. Tied at 5. Relief of Jake Jewell, and the Angels are going to implement the 5 infielder scenario with 2 outfielders. We'll see if it works this time. Mark Canha at the plate. Canha's more of a fly ball type of guy, and you're putting 2 outfielders both in very shallow positions in left center and right center, up between the shortstop and third base spots. Canha 2 for 4, 2-run home run in the second inning, an RBI single in the ninth. He's got 3 RBIs in this game. Ball, no strikes.
Canada scrambling 1 double play. He's more of a guy with a launch angle type swing. It's going to be very difficult to get a ground ball. He's a guy that will strike out.
One ball and strike. Paredes with 8 strikeouts, 5 walks, and 11 1/3. Big leagues this year. Lowry at third base, Davis at first. 1 out. Two and 1. In off the plate. Close, 3 and 1.
Break the ball in the dirt. Oh, no, they're able to keep that in front, but initially couldn't find the baseball. Kept it close enough where no one could advance.
Three-one count. And they're loaded up. Jonathan Lucroy come to the plate.
Now batting the catcher, number 21, Jonathan Lucroy.
See that infield set up, hoping for a ground ball. Lucroy, 4 ground ball double plays rolled into this season.
0 for 4. And Paredes delivers ball 1. Again, he's had issues throwing strikes this year in the big leagues. That's the last thing you want to start doing here. Oakland scoring twice in the 9th to tie it up. They've got him loaded here in the 11th with 1 out. 1-0 pitch. Lucroy out toward center field. It doesn't matter. With 2 outfielders, nobody's going to get there. Hits off the base of the wall. The A's walk off on the Angels 6-5.
For another comeback victory for Oakland here against the Angels. Jonathan Lucroy picks up the walk-off hit as Oakland ends up winning this series with this victory here today, 6-5 in 11 innings with the bases loaded. Lucroy is our Land Rover above and beyond player of the game with that game-winning hit to center field. Oakland, with that victory, pulls back to 500, 36-36. The Angels fall to 38-34.
The Angels finish off this road trip with a 3-6 mark. Jake Jewell suffers a loss. Blake Trinan picks up the victory. Oakland wins it in a walk-off fashion, 6-5 the finals. Stick around. Angels Live post game is coming up next.